Hey folks, welcome to my classroom. Welcome to another session of Open Space. Who here has done Open Space before? I've never thought of Art21 just as like a filmmaking organization, but as like an educational hub.
Art21 Educators is a diverse and energetic and dynamic group of teachers from all over the United States, Canada, Mexico. We even have a teacher who's working in Saudi Arabia this year. These are all people who are interested in utilizing contemporary art to make their work more effective and more meaningful with the students. And our films are a tremendous resource for these teachers.
Someone once described Art21 Educators as the best PD you could ever do, but I don't know. I don't know if I would just call it a PD. It's being part of kind of a professional learning community of individuals who continually want to challenge themselves and, reach into new content areas in their classroom.
Many teacher institutes in the summertime, you sort of sit and you get something and then you say goodbye and that's it. There's not a lot of follow-up. But our work with the teachers initiates a relationship that continues well beyond that, because we've had alumni come back for 5, 6, 7 years at this point. New teachers come to the Summer Institute for about a week's worth of workshops, artist visits, presentations, and this kicks off a year-long relationship between the new teachers and the alumni who serve as mentors for them. When we started this, our Art21 staff was running every workshop. We were running around crazy, trying to cover and facilitate every single thing that was happening, and now it's gotten to the point where the alumni are taking more ownership, roles as facilitators, as presenters, as mentors, and that's what we hoped.
Guys, grab a marker, get to it. We got about 30 minutes or so.
We asked Nick to help us facilitate an open space session for the Summer Institute here in his classroom, and it was fantastic.
Open space aims to get people to take responsibility for areas that they feel passionate about. And for today, we're looking at educational structures that exist and kind of hearing from students about how they would want to integrate new ideas or issues that they have within those structures.
Some kids give that answer and you can see the teacher's shocked, I've never thought about that point, and they write it down for their next period coming in to speak about that point. But then outside the classroom, who's really going to advocate past that, right? As teachers, you guys can do that, but then you still have to come back to the source at some point to ask us, why did you say this? What made you say it? Where did you get it from?
And it's at our own peril that we don't do that, because then we get up and try and teach, and we're like, why aren't you engaged?
With an open space session, instead of this top-down mentality where teachers will come in with the topics that they want to talk with students about, we flip it here.
So for every class, we should talk about mental health more, so we're more comfortable.
And what's really interesting is that pretty much everyone walks out with next steps they want to take. It's inspiring after 10 years now to come to this point.
We got 5 minutes left, guys.
I think there's a chance to begin reaching more kids through the work that we're doing with the Summer Institute.
The social aspect of Art21 is what I clue into the most, where I can ask a bunch of other educators hey, I want to work with this idea, or I want to work with this content, who's played around with this before, any suggestions? Jonathan.
This poster here.
It makes doing bold lesson planning a lot easier. It helps free you up so you can take risks in your classroom.